How do I write an effective story opening for creative writing? Watch until the end of the video to find out how you all can write amazing openings for your creative writing. Now, a question we get often from students is, Sir, how do I even start my story? And it's a completely normal question that a lot of students ask. So what I wanted to do in this video is to give you a better understanding of how you can prepare and maximize your marks for your creative writing. So let's dive in and let's look at it in further detail. So the first thing I wanted to go over is an acronym. So an acronym with START. So START is an acronym we use for our creative writing, and each letter represents something. So the S stands for sky, the T stands for tiny features of the scene, A stands for away, R stands for the reaction of whether, person or animal, and then T stands for to, was or to. So here I use a one sentence paragraph. Now this may seem quite complicated to you at the moment, but what I'll do is I'm going to break it down very quickly to make it easy for you to remember. So what do you do in the first paragraph, right? Or sir, how do I start? It's a question that we get quite often. You can start your first paragraph, okay, by focusing on the sky. So here you give an overview. So paragraph number 1, you begin this paragraph with a single word sentence, then use an extended metaphor. For example, one that you can memorize, and one which is quite generic is chaos, perpetual chaos, the sky was a deafening scream, a piercing shout, a metaphysical yell. Is this a generic sentence that you all can memorize and apply in your answer? Can you use it initially in your first paragraph? Yes, why not? So this is something for you to use and consider using in your exam. And if for example the picture is slightly different and it doesn't match, then all you do with the adjectives, you find antonyms for them. So alternative or opposite words that will fit the question itself. So that would be your first paragraph. You focus on describing the sky, using your senses as well. So obviously this is just an example and you need to elaborate, etc. So that would be paragraph 1, focusing on the sky. Paragraph number 2, as you can see, is focusing on the tiny features of the scene. So you zoom in. So that could be you focusing on what is inside the house. So that's you zooming in, what you can see inside the windows. And here you may use phrases like on one side, on the other side, scattered about, ... So here you still have to use number 1, ambitious vocabulary, number 2, language techniques, and number 3, punctuation. Remember, this is stated in the mark scheme, so you have to consistently use it throughout your paragraphs. I know I've just put it here for paragraph 2, but you should be using it throughout paragraph 1, 2, 3, and so on. This is something for you to consider for success in your creative writing. That's paragraph 2. Paragraph 3, now you are away, meaning you zoom out. So what are we zooming out on? So remember what I mentioned in paragraph 2, you were inside the house, but now paragraph 3, you can shift the focus from the inside to the outside. You get marks for structure. Remember, you don't just get marked for language, you get marked for structure. What are some phrases that I can use? Everything, all, outside, ... It was a place, palace of ... It was a time, whatever. So here we have examples of prepositional phrases. And remember, you want to show the examiner you have a wide variety, okay? A wide variety of sentence starters and sentence types. That's how you will achieve academic success. So that would be paragraph 3. Paragraph 4, here your focus could be on the reaction of the weather, on the person, or even on the animal, paragraph 4. But you may ask, hang on sir, how would I start paragraph 4? Begin this paragraph with a form of repetition. It was choked in rain, semicolon, black rain, semicolon, sorry rain, semicolon, tears of rain, semicolon, rain that covered and dulled everything and nothing. Here, something small happens to you or a character or the weather. That's paragraph number 4. Now, what you've noticed here, we've used semicolons. Have I used a variety of punctuation? Yes. How does a semicolon work in this context? We can use semicolons here to list phrases. So when you're listing phrases, you should use semicolons. Okay, so this is something that you can use. And I had a student ask me, so what does this mean? This represents dull, dingy, depressing weather. So if your picture generally looks negative, then you can use this. This is a perfect example. And like I said, if it's the opposite, all you do, you change it based on the context, okay? So this is something that can go in paragraph 4. And paragraph number 5, you can end it with a one sentence paragraph. So T, the last letter for start is T. So it's 2 was 2. So what this means, you end your story, you end your creative writing, story, description, whatever, with 2 was or 2. So the examples we have include, to wander these streets was to subject oneself to the dismal reality of humanity. To be here was to be in a perpetual utopia. To stare at the sky was to stare at the infinite darkness of my inescapable future. Now, you can use whichever one you feel suits best. I've highlighted the blue one in the middle. To be here was to be in a perpetual utopia. It's easy to remember and memorize, and it's something that you all can use. And remember, you get marks for using a one sentence paragraph. It shows structure, you can shift tension, you can shift focus, and it's something easy and effective for you to use. So you may ask, what does perpetual mean? What is a perpetual utopia? Perpetual is a word used to describe something which is endless, right? Utopia, we know, is a perfect world. It's heaven. So you are essentially in heaven forever, okay? To be here was to be in a perpetual utopia. You were in heaven forever. So this is what this one sentence paragraph is showing. For example, or actually, some students may ask, hang on sir, this doesn't actually fit the question I have. This would be for a positive picture, positive story. What if it was negative? All you do is you switch it. Find the antonym. What's the antonym of utopia? We know is dystopia. So you change it to be here was to be in a perpetual dystopia, full stop. And that is it. This is how you can structure your creative writing for academic success. If you want to achieve the best results, make sure you subscribe. And also, if you are interested in our amazing online tuition, send us a message on TikTok, send us a direct message, or you can send us an email, easyeducationlondon@gmail.com. We run online tuition for English, Maths and Science, taught by UK qualified teachers. Our classes are fun, engaging and beneficial. We go through exam papers, model answers, we provide you with PowerPoint slides, flashcards, predicted papers, cheat sheets and much, much more. So if you are interested, send us an email and a member of staff will get back to you regarding the prices and the class timings. Our spaces are extremely limited. Spaces have been filling up very quickly as we've helped hundreds of students around the UK achieve excellent results in their exams. So if you want to make progress and if you want the support and guidance from our amazing, enthusiastic and passionate teachers, contact us today as spaces are filling up and we only have a few spaces remaining. Not only that, make sure you follow us on all social media platforms at Easy Education London on Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok, etc. I would appreciate your subscription and follow. And also, if how you found this video, if you have stayed until the end, let me know in the comments. Was this video beneficial? Is this something that you can implement and use in the future? So that is it for today. Thank you very much, and I shall see you very soon. Take care and peace.